Hey y'all, it's American Mom. I'm ready to watch episode 16. And I've already given a review of the last episode that I watched with Tony and Polly taking their little road trip. Very interesting. I'm ready to see what happens next. So I'm ready to get right into this episode. All right, let's do this.
Ready now.
Yes, motherfucker!
Fucking nailed it, hey!
Jesus, 23, Sophia's birthday. Should have had.
Got like 5 ways there.
Whoa.
11.
Oh! Big fucker!
Right.
Douchebag's taking it all back tonight.
Yeah. Who are these shits?
Fucker!
Yes. Was that Bobby Jr. in makeup? Oh no!
Sit down. Can I get you something? Coffee or a bun?
It was her son.
Although some of what he's being accused of is just persecution. They claim he hung the Petruzzo's cat on their garage door. But it's totally unfounded.
Well, in a way, it's to be expected with Vito passing and all that entailed.
Not
I
that.
think the only solution is to move away. You always said if there's anything you could do.
Sure. Before we get too drastic here and uproot little Vito and all of you from your friends and your family, I should talk to him. She wants $100K for a change of scenery.
That never works. You should get him a dog.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think you'd kill it.
Point is, how the fuck is this my problem? Because I'm the boss of the family? And where the fuck is Phil Leotardo? He created the situation by clipping Vito to begin with. My best fucking earner. Now, second time around, I'm getting my pocket picked.
The snap.
Why is Tony on this gambling kick?
Buffalo scores as time expired.
Unfucking believable.
Reese Spatafor came to see me. She wants $100,000 to relocate on account of Vito Jr. already has his own social worker.
Patty told me there was doings. I guess the turd doesn't fall far from the faggot's ass.
It's beautifully put. But your family, right? Cousins.
You should handle
What
it.
can you do? Throw money at the problem?
Well, somebody's gonna. Thought we were getting along pretty good, finally, considering. Could be the hubris, making him boss, but I still think it's what went down with his brother Billy.
I thought all that got buried with your cousin.
Yeah.
Now look at my key guys. Paulie, Christopher, my brother-in-law. What's number one on their agenda, What I'm trying to say is, it's nice being here. Always is. Oh, brought you something.
An envelope of money? Oh.
Actually, I was expecting something else. Thinking maybe it was some of the 200,000 I loaned you.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's right.
I know it's covered. It's just after a while with no vig.
I lost track.
That's okay. It's okay.
He has it
Got
on him?
about $3,000 here.
Oh.
Point and a half good?
Oh, come on, fuck this.
You gotta have it. Don't want you eating cat food.
Come on, stop it. I don't gotta have it. I don't want a vig from you. I don't think I money. Suddenly, I'm the schmuck.
Why does he need your money?
Why? Cover his nut. Between his gambling and the lifestyle, and that boat, 3.2 mil. I warned him. There's absolutely no resale value whatsoever. Does he listen? Yeah.
Nobody really likes anybody. I don't
I've made
know.
lots of money. Once that chiseling starts, who I forgot? Who forgets? Fuck him.
Anyway, I needed a little bridge loan to cover some of the gambling losses we've been talking about.
Still,
Good money after bad.
why not just stop?
Big part of my life.
I know, but you've been talking about it a lot.
Well, you lose sometimes. So you need to risk.
What are you chasing? Money or a high from winning?
Both.
Decide if you want to keep coming. But know there are protocols that have to be followed, or I won't be able to continue.
Okay, I will.
I get it.
For you.
You want a smack, too? You ever think what this is doing to your mother? What she's been through? How you're upsetting her?
She's just embarrassed.
She cries for you. I'm gonna say this because you're old enough to understand. Your family's had enough shame. You should set things right. Be the kind of man she needs, strong, masculine. Finish that thing. There's no eating in the car.
Great talk.
I'd like to take a minute for everybody to enjoy the fact that your mother has sold her house.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
We replace 50% of the bad lumber with Doug fir.
Well, what about the studs and those headers upstairs? I'm nauseous.
Oh, for the 100th time, I done a ton of houses using the same construction before these sob sisters took over the building department.
Oh, the house.
And I'm not losing any sleep.
Oh, the house is gonna be ruined in some way.
That's it. Play your hand. Yeah, don't be shy, Sherlock.
Got a little time, why not?
Why not, he says. He's here for the rent. The rent, the rent.
What are you talking about? You know what? I have a beer.
There you go.
You stop already?
That should get me to another week, right? I got some spare change here, too. It's a joke.
No.
Where's that sense of humor?
Come on. Tony's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah. You've seen how these Italians work. For the most part, it's okay. Get them cornered, you're dealing with nothing more than an animal.
What, do you think he's gonna kill you now?
I don't fucking know. At what point is it cheaper for him to settle it another way?
Man,
I think he's just being paranoid.
you know how to...
Batavia, in the fifth, 2-1.
Oh no, he's going.
Meadow Gold in the fifth.
Oh hell.
Gotta do that. 3 minutes to post.
He's gonna lose all what he just won.
On the outside, Swelligan and Meadow Gold. Swelligan and Meadow Gold, and it's Swelligan by a nose. Meadow Gold to place. Q Royale rounding out the top. Mestizo, Swoosh Baby in the 5 spot.
Watch my weight.
It's an engagement ring.
I don't know what to say.
Look, I know you're scared, okay? All the problems you had with Hector's dad. I'm not like that.
I know.
What is she thinking? Okay. So marry me then, and the answer is okay? That's so romantic.
I'm not moving to fucking Maine.
You think anybody wants that? You know how much that's gonna cost? Your mother?
Whatever.
Your mother?
Okay, I'm not some fucking social worker.
hell.
Now, you knock this weird shit off, or I'm gonna introduce you to a plate class window. Look, your dad's gone, okay? You're the man of the house now. Start fucking acting like it.
I don't think these 2 pep talks have helped or are going to help.
The purchase of the land, closing costs, it must be close to 6.
Oh. You know what you should do? You should take a chunk of that and put it on the jets.
Oh, yes, very funny.
I'm serious, we can't get hurt.
No, that's her money.
I didn't say all of it. You know, just a piece of my half.
It's all right. It's just I thought this was my money.
You're right. You're right. It is.
What the hell you've put her through? Leave her alone.
The Vig, 3 grand. Should put us up to date.
Listen, I can't take this. Give it all to me whenever you can.
You gonna do this every time?
Whatever you say.
Did you see that pitchy attitude? Come all the way out here to pick him up. Not to mention, give him his fucking Vig in person. God fucking damn it!
What?
We could have turned your bullshit into a fucking $1 million.
My bullshit? That spec house was my investment.
Yeah.
For my future.
Here we go. And that brick house?
Stop.
I made the down payment. I bought the materials. I leaned on that building inspector and you had your thumb up your ass. So stop talking about your money.
Let go of me, you piece of shit!
Yeah.
Fact is, you're a shitty businesswoman who built a piece of shit house that's gonna cave in and kill that fucking unborn baby any day.
She's already worried
You
about
can't
that.
sleep.
Oh, help!
Fuck yourself!
When I'm gone, you can live in a fucking dumpster for all I care.
What just happened? I thought she was going to hit him in the head with that. We both need to go back to Dr. Melfi. Oh no, they're going to pick on Vito Jr. Here we go.
The fuck you looking at, fag?
He's going to get mean and... Right?
What the fuck? He's shit!
Without school, Marie says he's shut in his room all day.
Probably thinking about how to pull a Columbine.
That piece of shit, Phil, he's never gonna pony up.
No.
And I'll tell you what, I will never forget that he didn't come through here. Never.
Let it go, Tom.
Tony's going to pay for them to go to Maine.
This is good of you, Tom.
They need to move.
Marie.
I'll always remember it.
They need to move.
I need to give this back to you. I can't keep it.
Why? I mean, I love you.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. All I know is I just don't feel it.
You know what? I'm gonna put the whole $100K down on Philadelphia. And if I win, Marie Spatafor gets a free ride and then some. Yeah, good for you.
Final score, Miami 21, Philadelphia 7.
When you get special team support like that, it makes all the difference. And also, when you see Jason...
There's no geographical solution to an emotional problem, Marie. Maine, wherever.
And it's a lot less than 100K.
Marie,
I don't know.
Yeah?
I know it's hard, but it's the best thing for him.
Hey! It's all right.
Go!
It's gonna be okay.
No. I'm sorry, honey. Stop! Let me go! It'll be okay!
Hey, you have to be strong.
That's
You're
how
doing
they
the right
take
thing.
him? In the middle of the night?
Let me go back to bed.
Spatafor really. He's gonna be fine.
She couldn't go out the next day and say we're going for
right
ice
down to
cream?
the buzzer Stackhouse,
And then
draining a three-pointer as
hell?
time ran out.
So your solution is to risk more and make things even worse.
When you start chasing it, and every time you get your hands around it, you're full-footed backwards.
So this is about money, because it didn't feel like it. You already got shot. Now you won't even go down and get the paper. Who is out there?
Come on.
What is it? What are the million other possibilities? The FBI waiting to take you away? Right? You eat and you play and you pretend like there's not a giant piano hanging by a rope just over the top of your head every minute of every day.
That's it, okay? I've been thinking about this. Now, I survived a fucking gut shot wound. What are the odds on that?
What'd you like for breakfast?
Renata.
She did?
Renata.
She was a great girl.
Thanks.
The best. I brought your money. Sorry for your loss.
I don't really know what to say about that episode. It was all about Tony's gambling, wanting to make the quick buck, and he kept, he was doing good. You win some, you lose some, but he's been on the losing streak. And then he got into it with Carmela. She finished the spec house. They got it inspected and then sold it. But she's been worrying because they never changed out the lumber, the proper lumber, but it should be fine. But then Tony brings it up and he's like, you sold a house, and, he was treating her like it was nothing. And because he's been on a losing streak and wouldn't give her any of her money that she made from the house to bet on. So then they had words, and, he was like, that house is going to crumble. It's going to kill him. It's going to kill the whole family, and she's expecting a baby. And, just they went at each other's throats. And then Tony owed Hesh this $200,000. It was a loan, and Tony had forgotten about it. And when it was brought up, Tony's been on this losing streak, so he got all defensive, gave him the money that he had on him, and Hesh was like, calm down, when you have it, and no, here. And then like every time he saw him, he was giving him thousands, and here, add this to the. So they had some friction. And then I honestly didn't know. I don't know where Tony's head's at right now. I didn't know if he'd try and put a hit out on Hesh to make that problem go away, just to save the $200,000. His girlfriend, wife, I don't know. I forget what her name was now. The lady at the end that died, like in her sleep, like in her 40s. Did they ever say what she died from? No. It was like in the end, Tony just went ahead and gave him the rest of the money. He's paid him in full now. And I don't know. Tony feels kind of bad because he's just lost his girlfriend / wife. But he's paid him what he's owed him, and then the guy has the money and he's lost his love. So they were both kind of like at the end. But this episode, it was just all based on money. It was all money focused. I don't really think Tony has a gambling problem. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't shown itself throughout all these seasons and this whole time. So I think he's just trying to get into this. Like, they focused on it this episode. Like, maybe lately he's just been kind of more frivolous and carefree with the money than usual. And Vito being gone, he was his big time earner, and the guy that's taking his position now is not doing as good of a job at all. Sadly, the other part of this episode, other than money, was Vito's son. Vito Jr. is goth, causing trouble, just being real mouthy, not listening to Phil or Tony. But Tony talked Vito's wife into, I can't remember everybody's name. Is her name Karen? Anyway, he talked her into letting Vito Jr. go off to this camp that he's heard of, and it's only $18,000. But they got him up in the middle of the friggin' night, woke him up, like he was being, taken hostage. Could there not have been a better way to do that? Instead of traumatizing him? Maybe this camp will straighten him out, but that was weird. All in all, really good episode. I've enjoyed this week's. I will try and include as much as I can into 10 minutes. We are, of course, more than halfway through with the series, so I'm always tense. But, yeah, can't wait to see what happens next week. Thank you for watching these with me. Until the next video and the next time. Bye.